Well, hello, and welcome to my shop here on August 26th. I can't believe the number. Almost the end of August. Holy smokes. The summer has gone by so quickly, as they always do. Oh, I shouldn't talk about it like it's over. So, okay. So I solved 2 of 3 mechanical problems. Made a pretty good inroads on the last one, which is this tuning thing, which is much better now. I was in here last night a couple times just trying to make this work perfectly, but you can see it's still clunky. Not as bad as it was. Okay, next step with this radio is to check all the important voltages in the radio, voltages that are applied to the vacuum tubes. In particular, the plate voltage and the screen voltage if there is a screen. So that's what we're going to set up for here. Well, that's what I'm going to set up for. Okay, we're going to start with the plate and screen voltage and voltage of the output tube and the voltage on the 2 filter capacitors. So the general voltage in the radio is 250 volts. I'm on the 500 volt scale here. I better turn the radio on. That's going to be an important component here. Okay, I'll bring it up. Now there's no antenna connected, so the most we're going to get is some noise. That's okay. And a hum. What a hum. My gosh. Doesn't that seem worse than anything? Okay, we'll probably go after the hum after this. Now I got to put this on full voltage. Got a little scared there. Either the radio came to life and started just producing radio sounds, which I think is what was happening, or something was breaking down in the radio right there. I don't think so. I think I panicked. Let's try again. Okay, let's go. Let's go with it. Watching this. Oh boy, it's just not good. Mr. Nervous. How many watts? Only 40 watts. 114 volts supplied. Let's do this quickly. Okay. Take the positive off of here. So that's 225, and the other filter capacitor is way up here. Also 225. Okay, plate of the output tube. Let me just plate of the output tube. 235 pin. It's 3. Okay, output tube is here. We're going to go around all the pins. Just watch the meter. Okay, here's 1. That's 210. There's the other one right beside it. 2, so they're there. So the voltages are there. Okay, can't stand the hum. Can't stand the hum. It's just... I mean, it may be nothing more than sound coming out of the speaker and the radio doesn't really care. Or it's an indication of something somewhat egregious happening here. Now, I won't continue with the voltage test right now. I think I'm just going to revert to trying to deal with this hum problem. So, I mean, the most likely place for hum to come from is faulty filtering in the power supply. This radio's had its power supply capacitors changed. It has 2 large, physically large metal cans, one of them insulated from the chassis. this one. This one's insulated from the chassis. So, one thing I could try is just augment the capacitor even briefly and see if the hum changes a lot. Maybe that's really the first step. I have a very simple way of doing it too. Just get this thing here. And I just dropped everything on the floor, getting this. Okay, so this is just a 50 microfarad capacitor, 450 volt one. What I could do is I could just be careful now. I could do this for this capacitor. For this one, that's not grounded to the chassis. I'd have to put one there and the other one here. But I really only have to hit either one of these capacitors. And now the thing is, this empty capacitor here, if I stick it on there, is going to be one heck of a pop. So I'm going to put it on while the radio is warming up. Then I'm going to remove it, and that should tell the story right there. We're going to put it on. It's a floppy spot here. Okay, so this is an awful lot more capacitance. I think the capacitor's in here. Let me look. I got the schematic right here. Probably quite small. 16 and 25. Okay, they're not as small as I thought. Sometimes these things are like 5 and 6 microfarads. Okay, here we go. Hold this here, waiting for the rectifier to warm up. There it comes. Okay, now. A little bit. This is high voltage stuff here, so caution. That's interesting. It got noisy just hooking on to that. Really? So what's happening now is I've got a signal in this, and I'm moving the signal around the radio. You bring it here, bring it close to a grid. That's the signal from the top of the capacitor. Okay, let's put this on here. Get the right one now, Jim. Pop. Oh, there's a huge difference there. Okay, that settles it. Power supply capacitors, both of them are probably bad. Okay, everything's on the floor over here. Every clip lead I've ever had is on the floor behind me. Okay, so we're going to augment these. We're going to get rid of these two capacitors. We're not going to augment them. We're going to replace them. A 16 and a 25, and that should be fairly easy to do. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, we've got the new capacitors installed here. One right here. Put two in parallel up here on this floating connection. You know what? I don't think this is good enough here. I need a little more solder. Yeah, so I had to parallel two capacitors to get the right value up here. So, and the value of the original replacements, if I can call them that, not correct. It's supposed to be 16 and 25, and in fact it's 20 and 20. I just put two 20s in. Okay. These are actually slightly larger than what's called for in both cases, according to the schematic. So they should do the trick. Now, earlier on, I got the impression that maybe the hum was from other factors. One of the common factors is a bad tube. It can cause a hum. But that last test suggested it was these guys. Now we're going to find out. Now we're going to find out. Okay, so plugged in, speakers in. Still have the meter connected. No antenna. And that's fine for what we're doing. Okay, here we go. Now for sure. Doing the filter capacitors, dim bulb. Well, dim bulb. This will protect me from a disaster. No disaster happening. Those lights would have come on full tilt if I'd done something dumb in the radio. They did not. Okay, and we're gonna... Oh, humming like a son of a gun. How do you like that, eh? Huh. Even after augmenting that. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. Okay, let's fool with the hum there. Volume? Where's the volume? Not much. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, I wasn't actually expecting that. I was actually expecting the radio to be quiet. I really thought I got it. So I guess my first observation was valid. The hum is not coming from the power supply. If you might remember, I had the power supply voltage on my oscilloscope and was just noting the percentage of hum visible, and it was very, very low, which made me think. Well, okay, so we know it can't be the filter capacitors. They're not in the picture anymore. Things get a little tough from here, trying to track down a hum like this. So the hum could be distributed throughout the radio. If the hum could be caught, like if it's in the power supply, which it appears not to be, but if it was in the power supply, the hum is everywhere, and it's very hard to kind of detect where it's coming from. Now we're in that situation where we know it's not the power supply. At least I'm very sure it's not the power supply. I can't be absolutely certain of anything. Could be a tube, could be a shorted tube. Now I've tested the tubes. No short appeared. The radio's been very consistent. Why was it when I put that augmenting capacitor onto the filter capacitors, there was a significant change? Now here I've gone ahead and installed new capacitors. It doesn't seem to have made much difference. I should repeat that test. Let's repeat the test here. Okay, so I'm going to hook this up. This is a much larger capacitor, 50. Okay, we'll get her going again. Put this on right away. On to the positive. Ooh, see, I want to get there a little quicker. Holy smokes. Of course, now we've got capacitors here that hold a charge. The other ones didn't seem to hold a charge. Okay, let's try again. It might snap if I just loosen my grip there a little bit. Okay, come on radio, I don't want to do this very long. There it is. Look at that. Okay, this one, negative over here. Get the negative now. Nothing. Okay, I think we can be quite sure. The hum is not related to the power supply, at least not the parts I've been playing with. That's quite a potent hum. Yeah. I think I'm going to leave it here today. I think I'm done for today. Tomorrow we'll go after that hum. Go seriously after it and try to find out what is happening here. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next video.